guys, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to this video, please don't forget to click subscribe and also hit the notification bell for it to be updated in my next video. And if you love to, you can also click that like button to write some comments and share this video. So it's already 1 month and 2 weeks that we're staying at home. So I hope that you are safe with your family. I hope that you are doing good and great of whatever you were doing. And I really salute for all those frontliners who will continue fighting and battling against this virus, and encourage you guys to continue to pray for this pandemic to end very, very soon. So for this time, guys, I'll present a spoken poetry. So I just want to share that it is really one of the things that I really want to do in life, and that is to write poems. And for this time, I'll present to you one of my piece entitled Revealing Jesus. So I hope that this spoken poetry, that this piece will help you and will inspire you even in life or in your relationship with God or with Jesus. So let's go to the video. Here comes the story of a man, a lover, because he constantly fell in love with something or in someone in just a snap or a click. A man who is happy-go-lucky, curious, and clever, and often takes risk. In fact, he always commits mistakes and offense and follows his own ways and longings of what he senses and sees that's right for him, or what he feels right, or maybe what's good to his eyes he desired. He actually cried and wept, tried to forget, begged to resist, died inside of his emotions and guilt he hold and grip, desperate to the glitters that shines and vanish and promises of this world that were meant to be broken. Achievements and possessions that were worthless. Status, standard, state, and social reputation he had met and cost him nothing. And even if he do manage to achieve fame and fortune, he at best will just eventually become a Wikipedia entry. And along his journey, he was lost, helpless, empty, and find no meaning. And according to D.L. Moody, our greatest fear should not be a failure, but of succeeding something that doesn't really matter. And it is imperative to understand that indeed he do matter, but not the way he think. Because for the amount of all the things he accumulate in this earth fail to ultimately impact the need, the number of diplomas, awards, or the level of applause and accolades he gather are forgotten. The number of likes in his DPs and Facebook pages, haha on his memes, comments on his tweets and posts, hearts on his Instagram photos or TikTok videos, and his millions of subscribers on YouTube are not remembered. He was so focused and busy of having a successful life. So is a successful life is the collections of tangible indicators like money or cool motorcycles or luxury cars and supercars or large mansions or beautiful travel destinations, expensive lifestyles and foods, shoes and shirts, or high-end watches, bags and clothing, or suits and jewelries, or even having an iPhone. Hashtag mirror selfie, facing your face in the mirror. Worldly desires and things that you can never bring when you die. So if the purpose of our life is to go to school, to graduate, to find a decent job, to work, to marry someone, to have a nice family, career, and house, if that is our definition of success, so what happens when all those things are gone? In a blink of an eye. Can you think and imagine if that happens? Maybe you'll become one of the families and friends of Job who curse God. So is there something more? What should be our goal? Is the answer to be remembered by as many people as possible, having done something noteworthy? And don't get me wrong, it's good and okay to have all those things and stuffs. There's no problem of it. But the terrible thing is when all those material things has you, the time when you're in prison, the moment when you can truly live life without them, when your reason to live is just to have them. So what's the point and benefit? What's the purpose of having the whole world but loses your soul. So just like this man, we live our lives this way because we're driven by intense fear of missing out, or at least not being included, which is why we fill our lives with the trappings of success. It sounds blindly forgetting that none of it will last. It may be hard to hear, but the truth is time will erase you. The problem is always the end game. You'll just come into pass, and the reality is humanity generally pursues things that don't last beyond. And the struggle that so many of us have, we do believe, is that we tend to think that joining Jesus will produce a version of success that look a lot like the world's version of success, or at least our own understanding of it. But as a follower of Christ, it's His story we're in now and not our own story. And we're definitely a story people, and there's a reason for that. The fact is, we live in a giant world purpose narrative, and we are either in one side of the story with Jesus or in the other side without Him. But we're never excluded from it. So don't reveal yourself, your name, your legacy, your history, your riches and success to the world, but reveal the one, the greatest person who ever lived on this earth, the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, the one who is worthy to be praised, and as all creations bows and worship His name, the one who chose us and calls, the one who created the planets, the stars, the moon, and those billions of galaxies in the universe and the cosmos. And He doesn't wear a cape like Doctor Strange, or use Captain America's shield, or a power like Scarlet Witch. He doesn't have a spider web like Peter Parker, or jump like Black Panther, or use a high caliber guns and pistols like Winter Soldier, like Ant-Man's shrinking power. He doesn't use an axe like Thor, including his hammer. He doesn't have a gigantic muscles like Hope, or use Tony Stark's Iron Man suit. He doesn't have an assassin skill like Black Widow, or use a weapon like Hawkeye with those bows and arrows. But He's the one who truly saved the world, a real superhero, the one who washed all your sins, who set you free, who saved you from death, and wore those crown of thorns, stopped by spear, and those nail-pierced hands, and take all those wounds, the one who gave His life and took all those lashes, whip, and stripes, and died for you in the cross. And in the third day, He rose again from the dead, the one who overcome the grave, the rock of salvation, who was and is to come. Hosanna in the highest. And who's that name that we reveal? The one who tore the veil? Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. And no doubt, you've heard of this guy, Jesus, you know from the Bible. And how is it that this homeless man from Nazareth, who died over 2,000 years ago with only a scattered poor ragtag band of followers, is not only seriously remembered today, but he literally changed the course of history, and is even yet today revered and worshipped? How did it happen? What did He do that was so remarkable? How He was so successful? How did He so move the world? So much memory and knowledge is lost to the vastness of time, yet not this man, Jesus. And oftentimes, we fail to realize that Jesus is our missing piece, the one whom we're looking for. And it's not about what you are missing, but who you are missing. And He is our missing piece for all the people in this world need. Because the greatest cause of not following Jesus Christ is not knowing who you have missed. And the greatest sign perhaps the world will see, the clearest Bible who don't know Jesus may ever read for the first time, is not the printed word, but the Word of God imprinted to our lives. And according to C.T. Studd, only one life will soon be passed. Only what's done for Christ will last. A legacy, an inheritance that is imperishable, undefiled and unfading. One that is kept for you in heaven by our gracious, merciful, loving, perfect, and good Father. A success that will last forever. Revealing Jesus. Okay, so that's it guys, and I hope that you enjoyed and blessed by that spoken poetry. So keep tuned and updated, because I'll present another spoken poetry in my next video. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do click subscribe guys. So keep safe, stay home, God bless everyone. See you in my next video.